everyone, my name is Sky Calrose and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be continuing the theme from last week, which was taking a Christmas-ish character, non-human, and making a human version. So original, I know. But we're going to be continuing that. Last week we did a Gingerbread girl. If you haven't seen that one yet, then go check it out. And I'll also try to remember to leave a link in the description if this is on try. And this week, I have decided to do the Abominable Snowman, or also known as the Yeti. So we are going to be turning it into a human today. And right before we get started, I want to apologize if the art video is jumpy. It's acting jumpy right now. I'm hoping that will change once it gets rendered out. But I tried a new time-lapse feature with Clip Studio Paint. And Clip Studio Paint added a feature where it will automatically record a time-lapse for you. So I'm trying it, and I didn't record with my screen capture software at the same time, which was probably dumb. So if it's jumpy from me having to slow it down because it turned 4 hours of work into a minute and a half, I apologize. Anyways, let's get right into the video. So, since I made a gingerbread girl last week, I decided this week I wanted to do a boy.
I mean, why not, right?
So, I wanted the Yeti to be a boy, and I was trying to figure out what could I do with him. So I finally decided, Yetis are big and fluffy. So I decided to make him a little big fluffy coat. And then I just decided to make him be cold because I don't know why. I know technically snowmen, abominable snowmen, Yetis don't really get cold, but this one's human, so he gets cold. Very cold. So I put him in a great big fluffy coat with a hood, and I decided to make the hood have these two little spikies coming off the sides, or top, because a lot of art that people do of Yetis, they have horns, and so I kind of wanted those to be the horns with pom-poms on the end, but ignore the pom-poms. So also, gave him mildly fluffy breeches and then tall boots, and everything is fur lined. He's got fur around the cuffs of his coat and around his boots and up around his hood. So I just wanted him to look cold. I also gave him his expression to kind of help him emphasize the point that he's borderline freezing. I also decided to give him a scarf just to add to all the warm winter getup he's wearing. Because I just really wanted to pass the idea that he's cold.
Have you gotten the idea that I wanted him to be cold yet?
So, of course, one normal, aspect of being freezing is being very red-faced and red-nosed. So I gave him quite the glowing nose and cheeks, and I like how it turned out. I was kind of scared I wouldn't be able to pull it off because I'm not very good at trying new things. I try, but I've got that whole, what do they call it? Imposter syndrome, where you make something and it's like, I hate it, I don't want to do that, so then I don't want to try it again or anything else like it. But I did decide to try it, and I'm glad I did, because it did actually turn out. I colored his hair black because, well, for no reason, really. I just decided to make his hair black because I thought it fit. And his eyes are icy blue because snowman, snow, ice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one doesn't need much explaining. But yeah, so a lot of pictures of Yetis or abominable snowmen, they're either gray or they have like a bluish tint to them. So I decided to make his coat and his boots be very like an icy blue. I have thought about making him have on a fur coat, but the thought of drawing a fur coat didn't sound.
I didn't want to do it.
I really didn't, so I opted for the more classic puffy coat that's got all the big fluffy segments that are full of cotton and, well, what on earth was that? Anyway, so again, I am dog sitting again. Every time. So there's a chance we'll hear from those two, much like last week. Anyway, yeah, speaking of last week's video, I do want to apologize for the little bit of a mess up it was. I seem to be having a problem with video editors, and I was trying a new one, free trial. Things went wrong. Things got glitchy, so last week's video editing didn't come out quite right, so I apologize for that. We'll try to avoid that again in the future. So back to the picture here. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what his name would be. Thinking, I don't know, Yeti, but I don't know any good boy names that start with a Y. Except for Yvonne, but I'm not a fan of that name. So then we could try naming him after the abominable snowman, but I'm not a big fan of the name Adam either, so maybe I should have grabbed my name book and looked for him a name. Tell me if you would like to start hearing stories about these, the big Christmas picture I'm planning. I'll just give you a hint. It has to do with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. I am debating on actually writing a story for them to go along with the picture. Yeah. Oh, anyway, back to this. I got distracted. I decided to make a scarf be green so that it would be a nice contrast to all the blue and the pale colors that are on them. And plus, Yetis live in the woods. Mountains, woods, trees. So I decided to make it green to kind of follow that theme. And of course, everything is lined with white fur to kind of help indicate the snow. Yeah, I know you wouldn't really look at this picture and say, oh, he's a Yeti, but I tried, I guess. I guess the best you can do is try. So he's got a lot of blue. And then he's cold. I mean, look at this boy's face. The child is freezing. Anyway, we are done with this one for today. Here is the full image. Full completed image. I hope you like it. I think he turned out adorable. I especially adore his face. I don't know why. It's so sad that he is that cold. But I love it. I hope you guys liked it too, and I will be back next week. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to see more, or if you just like this video in general. I mean, anyway, I think that was all I meant to say. Yeah. Well, thank you, and I will see you guys next week. Laters!